the fiery furnace of affliction, the crucible of humiliation. Everybody wants to be successful, at least in something. Everybody wants what they consider to be success. Few people, if any, including myself, want to go through the fiery furnace of affliction or the crucible of humiliation. And I've been through them. Did I enjoy them? No. Did I want to go through them? No. But did I enjoy the benefits, the results of going through that? Yes, I did. And I continue to enjoy that because it gives me a peace and an ability to accept things and to do things that I could never have done without going through those trials and tribulations. How do you think it is for, let's just say, a successful billionaire? Because I was watching some movie last night about a billionaire and the secretary or something. One of those love stories. I shut it off in about the middle. I kind of got bored with it. But think about the decisions this man makes every day. If he happens to employ a lot of people, some of his decisions may end the jobs of people that have families. Now you think maybe these people don't care. Well, they have consciences just like everyone does. But they have the ability to make decisions which affect people's lives, including their own, and to live with them, or to continue to operate on a, on a even keel. They don't get emotionally shaken up. Now, how do people like that get that inner strength, that inner character? Well, they get it by going through the furnace of affliction. Maybe some people are raised up in those families where their parents are like that. I'm not sure. But most people do not become successful and maintain that success unless they have built character up through the years. And this is something that usually isn't voluntarily done. I would say it may be done subconsciously, because who wants heartache? Who wants heartbreak? Who wants disappointment? Who wants disillusionment? Who wants to feel like they just can't get up one more time after life seems to knock them down? Nobody wants that. But the man who gets up and presses forward towards his goals, whatever they may be, no matter how many times that he gets knocked down, is the one that can handle great responsibilities. He didn't give up. He got up one more time. And he got through the trials, the tribulations, the fiery furnace of affliction, the crucible of humiliation. Who wants to be humiliated? Nobody. Today, at 63, I can handle things that at 43 would have just really messed me up for a couple days, a week, maybe a month. I can do things today I couldn't do years ago. When I first started my business, it was my brother and I, so it was easy. But through the years, I hired people, I employed people. And there were many times I thought, if you want a job done right, you do it yourself. Because guess what? Employees make mistakes, just like I did. And I continue to make mistakes. I mess things up. I'm not perfect, of course. I don't know everything about my business. I'm continually learning and growing, as well as you should be too, no matter how old you are. But today, my sons work for me. My brother doesn't work with me anymore. My sons work I won't say for me because I'm turning the company over to where it's a partnership for all of us. So we all work together. But I can lead my boys, and they don't have the experience I have with clients and with the work that we do, but they're good and they're learning. Two of them we've been working together for about 5 years. But I can leave a job and let them finish it up and get the check. Now, 10 years ago, I couldn't have done that. But because I've gone through things, I have the ability now to let that go and to delegate that authority to someone else. Before, I always thought I had to be there to make sure everything's perfect and everything's right. Well, I don't have to be. You have to be able to delegate authority and trust that they're going to do the best they can. And if they make a mistake, just like you did or like I did, you can go back and take care of it. I mean, think about some of these people that, let's say a heating and cooling company. Maybe they have, 25 employees and 15 vans, and they send these guys out. Sometimes they go to the wrong house. In my business, I've heard of companies sending people out to paint new construction, and they actually paint the wrong house. So that seems like a pretty big mess up, which it is. But these things happen. And I understand how they happen. I've gone to places before and wondered, is this the right house or not? There's nobody around to ask. You were given the address, but sometimes on these new construction sites, there's just lot numbers and they're not there. So when that happens, the person in charge, maybe not the two people that painted the house in that situation, or the heating and cooling, maybe they installed a new furnace system in a house that it wasn't supposed to go in. As the boss or the manager, you have to be able to accept this responsibility and realize that it was a mistake. And maybe it falls back on you. Because as you manage people, and if you are the leader of the company, you can't blame everybody else. You have to take responsibility. It comes down between you and the client. You can't say, well, I don't know, Bob and Bill there, I don't know why they did that. Man, them guys are always messing up. No, you can't do that. I mean, you could do that, but that's not, you have to take responsibility. It was a mistake. That's all it was, a mistake. Maybe a costly mistake. I've had some costly mistakes in my business. These things happen. You just have to be willing to accept that as the pathway to growth. So no matter where you are, what your business is, what you want to be successful in life, if you have high and lofty dreams, you're going to go through things to get you to the point where you can accept these mistakes of the people that work under you or for you or with you. Can you imagine what it would be like to be the president of the United States or any other country for that matter? I know many people, and I've done it too, sit around and criticize the way the president does this or does that. And I'm not condoning or condemning whoever you want, who the president is or who you want to be or any of that. That's none of my business. I know who I'm for, but that doesn't concern you and I. The point I'm making is that person has to make decisions. Oh, let me see. Do we bomb this place? Do we raid this? Do we invade this? And innocent men and women and children are going to die. Would you want to live with those types of decisions and responsibilities? I know I sure wouldn't. I want nothing to do with that. Or if you're a general and we're in a war, it seems like we're always in a war, right? You have to make a decision to send so many troops into a situation where you know maybe 50%, 25%, or even just a few of them are going to die. I mean, you have to be able to live with that. How does a person get to where they can handle those types of choices and then live with the consequences? They didn't just wake up one day and were able to do that. It took a period of time a period of struggles, difficult situations, emotional turmoil, and things they have gone through to be able to do these things and still remain at peace within themselves. And that is success to them. They wanted to be a general. Otherwise, they wouldn't be. And whatever you want to be, more than likely requires a higher level of responsibility than you have today. So the only way you can get there is to go through these trials and tribulations. It may be a breakup of a marriage. You may lose a child through divorce or custody, or God forbid, an accident. I don't know what your trials are going to be, but if you have your sights set on a lofty dream, a vision, a goal, I'll guarantee you they're going to come. And it's up to you how you face these and how you get through them, or whether you cower away and don't face them. But you will never get to the success you desire unless you go through these situations. You can't avoid them, you can't go around them, you can't ignore them. If you want to reach your goals, you must go through them. And thus you learn, you grow, you become stronger, you gain integrity and character. That's all I have time for today. Thank you for joining me. Share this with a friend. If you think it will be of value to them, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Take care. Have a great day.